Good evening, you people. Come on in. Woo! Because I got to tell hey Lil Wayne. Oh, y'all popping in. Come on in. Thumbs up this video. Because the crazy psycho, he came into the office. The tick tick boom resident came into the office. Act such a fool, shook up the assistant manager. She was in tears. She was in tears. It was crazy. I held my composure. I stayed calm. I didn't stoop to his level. Because when you dealing with a tick tick boom, when you dealing with a crazy person, and when they feel that you're against them, it's no telling what they'll do. So I had to think. And all I kept saying was, sir, I'm on your side. I'm here to help you. I want to help you. And even though he was cursing me out and he wasn't trying to hear it and he was making threats, you guys, hi Karen, he was making threats. He threatened me. And he was like, you better get my heat on. I've been without, and I can understand. Let me just start with this. I have children, okay? I have children. And if I was living in an apartment complex and today's Monday and I've been without heat since Saturday, okay? 2-3 days you're without heat. I would have been pissed the fuck off too. We in agreement, okay? I agree with him. But everybody in that office is not your enemy. Everybody in that office is not there to not solve your problem. Like, we're there to solve your problem. We're there to make it better for you. We're there to do whatever it is we need to do to make sure that you have what you need in your home. So the first thing he did was, when he came into the office, you're the one I spoke to on the phone, aren't you? Aren't you Gina? I said, yes, I'm Gina. How may I help you? I put my mask on and I said, how may I help you? He says, so what can you do for me? What can you do for me? I said, do what? He says, about my heat. I said, it's the same thing as before. He said, what do you mean it's the same thing before? I said, ain't nothing changed. He said, what do you mean nothing changed? I said, I told you earlier I would take the information, I would put a work order in, and I would contact the maintenance supervisor. That's what I did. There's nothing changed. He says, you need to get my heat fixed. You better get my heat fixed right now. I said, sir, I don't do heat. That's just what I told. I said, I don't do heat. I don't work it. He said, well, you work here, don't you? Y'all get my rent. I said, I don't get your rent either, sir. I said, I have nothing to do with this place. He said, well, you work here. You work for the management company, don't you? I said, no, I don't. I work for an outside source, okay? I said, I work for an outside company. I was brought here to help you all out, which is what I'm trying to do. And then he was like, well, you need to do something. You here. Then what the hell they got you here for? I said, they got me here to do just what I did for you. Answer the telephone, take messages, okay, and put work orders in. I said, that's what they got me here for. And then he was like, so he was just getting more and more heated. And then I was just like, sir, I'm here for you. I said, not only did I take your work order and put everything in, I said, I called her. And then when she walked into the office, I said to her, what's going on with the heat in building such and such? He said, well then why the hell it ain't turned on yet? Which is a valid question. I can't get mad. He right. If I did all that, then why the hell the heat? I said, sir, I don't know why your heat's still not on. I did my job. I did what I was supposed to do. I don't fix heat. So I don't know why they still don't have your heat on yet. But I can tell you, I did what I was supposed to do. When I tell you guys, this man was so fucking heated. He was so pissed off, and I guess he didn't have anybody else to take it out on. He took it all out on me. Now, I'll take, and I have taken it where they have, cursed me out and all of that. But what you're not going to do is make threats. Now, when you start threatening my life, and I told y'all, my common goal, every day that I leave the house to go to work, I pray on the way home, because my common goal is to get home to my children. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. It is for me to get back home safely to my children. So when he started making threats, okay, now I gotta go in my drawer, get me, I gotta get the scissors. Because I don't know what you might do, but all I know is that if you attack me, only one of us leaving. Only one of us leaving up out of that building, because I'm not just gonna let you just attack me and take my life without a fight. That I'm not gonna do. So the entire time, the assistant manager never left. I've never seen anything like this. She never left, never got up. Usually, if you hear someone arguing with your employees, aren't you gonna say to the person in your office, excuse me for a minute, let me go and see about that. Let me go and say, she never got up and left out of that office. Never got up, never came to see what was going on, but let me tell you, her motherfucking ass got spooked real quick when he left out of my office and followed her ass to the back. And what you think I did? I set my motherfucking ass at that desk just like the fuck she did me. I'm not, bitch, if you said to yourself, I ain't going in there to help her. And I said to myself, I ain't going back there to help her. I set my ass down. She didn't call nobody. She didn't call the maintenance guys. She didn't call the manager. She called nobody for me. While that motherfucker was leaning over a desk and whatever. I did the same fucking thing. That motherfucker followed her to the back room and started banging on that motherfucker glass door, shook her ass up so quick, tears was coming down her eyes. She said, I'm just ready to go, Gina. I'm just ready to get up. I said to myself, bitch, I know the fuck you is. I know the fuck you are ready to go. After all that, I know the fuck you are ready to go. That kind of shit. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thanks for thumbing up this video. And then the maintenance supervisor came in and she said, oh, Gina, he just said, tell them families that all their loved ones died at the movie theater. When that motherfucker came up in there shooting up the movie theater, you tell them he was all talk. I said, tell them when that crazy motherfucker came in there and shot up that church. A church, okay? I said, you tell them, I said, because I bet you they thought the same thing. Oh, he was all talk. We always think the tick crazy motherfucker is all talk. Tell that motherfucker do a U-turn, okay? Until he do a U-turn and come back and be ready to shoot up the whole motherfucker spot. I said, no, that shit ain't all. I said, y'all better stop thinking these crazy motherfuckers, these people that don't give a fuck about nothing, you better stop thinking that they just all talk and that they not gonna do nothing. Okay? All these folks that was killed, all these people that were killed on their job. Remember I told you guys the shooting that happened in the factory out this way in Aurora, Illinois? That motherfucker got mad at the manager and he took his ass back up in that warehouse and was shooting up every motherfucker. I used to work there. I worked with some of them people. And I told her, I said, you remember that shooting? Do you remember that shooting that happened in the, she was like, yeah, I remember. I said, honey, I used to work there. And I bet you, they said the same thing. Oh, he just all talk. He just all talk. Y'all gonna stop thinking motherfuckers is all talk until they come and shoot some fucking shit up. That's why I always say, I'm not doing this. I'm not arguing with these motherfuckers because I need my life, okay? I need my life. Ain't nobody gonna take care of the twins and Angel like how I take care of them. And I know this. I know this. There is nobody that's going to give my babies the love and support that I give them. So fuck you motherfuckers. I'm never gonna say a crazy tick tick boom ass nigga is just all talk. When he done made threats on a recorded line, then come to the office afterwards, bitch, y'all out of y'all mind. You out your motherfucking mind. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck Gina gonna do. Gina gonna shut the fuck up, okay? And Gina gonna talk as nice as she wanna be, so when that motherfucker go in and get the really ready to tear some shit up, he can look the fuck over me. I don't argue with tenants. I don't argue with residents. And I did what I was supposed to do right after the company that I work for, because I told y'all I don't work for them. I don't get paid. My check does not, they don't sign my check. Okay? They don't sign my check. Thank you, Spook and Miss Brown Eyes. I contacted the company that I worked for, even the corporate manager, because I got that bitch number on speed dial. Do you hear me? I contacted both of them motherfuckers and said, a resident here threatened my life. The other broad gonna say at the office, she's gonna say, Gina, well, the first thing you need to do is let the manager know. Bitch, you don't think I already did that? What the fuck am I telling you? That's what I told her. I said, I don't need for you to tell me that I need to tell the manager. Bitch, I done already did that. We done already went through that chapter. Now I'm telling you what the fuck are you gonna do, because I work for you. If something happened to me, I needed it to be recorded. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? I contacted my kid's godmother, okay? Because if I die and that motherfucker, my children gonna be rich. You understand what I'm saying? My children is gonna be rich, even if I fucking die, because I let all these motherfuckers involved knew what the fuck happened and ain't nobody did shit. So the corporate manager, right before I got online, the corporate manager, she called me from her home. She said, Gina, are you okay? What happened? What's going on? I told her everything that happened. I told her step by step. She said, did such and such call you? I said, no, she didn't call me. I said, she texted me and she told me to tell the manager. I said, you don't think I already did that? She said, Gina, I know you did. She said, Gina, I know you did. She said, well, what happened? So I went through everything and I told her what happened. She said, what did the manager say? I told her what the manager said and everything. I said, let me tell you something. And all the years that I've been working for you guys, all the years that I've been working in leasing and property management and real estate, period, I have never had a resident to come and threaten me. Never. Now they cursed me out, put their fingers in my face. I done went through all that, but I've never, hey Terry, hey Soap and Wash, never had anyone to threaten me. So that shit, let me tell you something. Y'all remember I told y'all that lunchtime, that motherfucker was like, if my heat ain't on within the hour, Gina, I'm coming to see you. I'm thinking the motherfucker all talk too. That motherfucker walked up in that office, and when that motherfucker said, Gina, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Do you understand me? My heart fell in my ass. Do you understand me? Because I'm like, oh shit. This motherfucker is gonna fuck. This motherfucker came to do some fuck shit. That's how I'm thinking. Because you can't put nothing past these crazy tick, boom, crazy motherfuckers that say, oh, I'm coming to see you if my heat ain't on. Or I'm coming to see you if such and such is not. You can't put that past them. What did he do to you? He came in and he cursed me out. He didn't put his hands on me. He didn't put his hands on me, but he cursed me out and he threatened me. He threatened me. Like I said, sir, I don't even work Saturday. He said his heat had been out since Saturday. So I can understand him being mad and being pissed off about all of that. But motherfucker, I don't work on Saturday. I didn't work Friday. I don't work Saturday. But I'm trying to get your heat back on now. That motherfucker said to me, no, what the fuck are you here for? You bet, Gina. Like I own the motherfucking company, y'all. This is how employees, this is why I told you guys. I'm not gonna break my neck and bust my ass over a motherfucking company. Over a motherfucking company that ain't gonna give two flying fucks about me and my children if something happened to me. Because when I told the manager, you know what she said? You know what the fuck she said? She said to me, she said, oh, Gina, oh, he just crazy. He crazy. I had to call the police on him a couple of times. That's what she said. Mental illness is real in this country. Soap and wash, okay? Okay? Before I say make a police report, Gina. And that's what the corporate, she said. She says, Gina, if you feel your life threatened in any way. I said, no, it ain't that I feel threatened. That motherfucker did threaten me. When somebody come and tell you, you better get my heat on now or else. And I said to him, I said, are you threatening me? Because I had to be clear. I said, are you threatening? He said, all I'm saying is my heat better be on. You, Gina, that's how he said. I'm not lying. When I tell you guys I am not exaggerating, that motherfucker said, Gina, you better have my, and said it, I told you at lunchtime, he said, if my heat ain't on within an hour, I'll be up there to see you. I'll be up there to see you. And I'll be damned if that motherfucker didn't come. And I'll be damned if that motherfucker didn't raise all kind of hell when I tell you. This ain't what I ain't for this shit. For this, they don't pay me enough, y'all. They don't pay me enough for a motherfucker to threaten me. And I bend over backwards. Thank you, Tanya. I bend over even the corporate manager, the district manager. She says, Gina, she said, you the best we got. This is what she said. I got off the phone with her right before I went live. She said, you are the best work we got. She said, I thank you for being calm and remaining professional. She said, but if you feel unsafe in any way, she said, you call the police and then you call me. That's what she told me. She said, if you have any problems, she said tomorrow, she said, you call me directly. They know. I said, y'all know I don't show my ass. I might act a fool over here on YouTube, but I'm professional. That's why they love me out here in this real estate world. You ask anybody that has ever dealt business with me in real estate and property management, they will tell you, oh man, Miss Gina, oh man, I love, she's just the sweetest person, most well-respected lady that they know. I don't do fuck shit where I work. I look out for everybody. I help everybody. If he knew me, if he wasn't so busy trying to take his anger out, I forgot I gotta get gas. If he wasn't so busy trying to take his anger out on me and everything, I promise you, he would have seen for himself that I'm the one that's literally trying to help him. That I'm the one that's literally trying to help him. I'm the one that I'm gonna do when I tell you, I kept calling I kept calling maintenance, and when she walked up in, I told y'all the maintenance supervisor is a woman. When she walked up in there, when she walked back in that office, I said to her, I said, so what you gonna do about the heat? That's just what I said. I said, so what you gonna do? I said, is the heat still off? She said, yeah. She said, yeah. She said, we working on it right now. I said, well, what you gonna do about the heat? Because I'm still getting phone calls about the heat. And I said, and I just got fucking cursed out. So what are you gonna do about the heat? She was like, we working on it and stuff. And then she was like, oh, Gina, he just all talk. He ain't gonna do nothing. That, when I tell you, that was just like a stinger to me. I was like, you tell that to the families who have lost their loved ones at their workplace. You tell them, because I'm pretty sure every time the motherfucker that made threats against their loved ones, how many times have y'all remember that man? Do y'all not remember that man downtown Chicago who went up to his wife's job and killed her in front of everybody? In front of everybody. And come on now. You better say it, Sephora. You better say it right. And now they're threatening and blaming you. Come on. Yes. For some shit that Tanya, for some shit that I don't even do. Okay, I sit behind a desk all fucking day. From 9 to 6, I sit behind a desk. I answer phones. Okay? I put in work orders. I help motherfucker lease apartments. I tell them what to do. I don't fix shit. I don't fix nothing. And then it seems like a bitch always get accused. Why I get accused of shit on days I don't even work? I don't even know who been there. They didn't even know. I had to tell the company that. I said, they didn't even come to work. I said, Cindy, I was at that motherfucker alone. She said, what? I said, no one showed up. She said, what about today? I said, today, no one showed up. She said, how many people are supposed to be in the office? 4. No one showed up. I was the only one. Twice in a row. I was in that office alone because no one showed up. Oh, somebody may show up tomorrow. They may show up tomorrow. Straight up fuck shit. Straight up fuck shit. That shit don't make no kind of sense at all. No kind of sense at all. And I told you guys, I've worked in so many places. I've worked from Chicago all the way to Indianapolis, like literally another state. Okay, I have worked I've done property management in Minnesota, in California, in New York. Okay, I've done it everywhere. I've leased everywhere. I've helped private landlords out everywhere. This is what I do. I've helped all kinds of tenants. I told you guys, all kinds, from the poor to housing, to section, to low income, all of them I've helped. And I've never, not once, even if they didn't like what I did or how I did it, I've never had not one that ever threatened my life. Not one. I told you, I had people come in, argue at me over packages and shit like that. You got my package. They said it was delivered, and they said that you signed for it, and that kind of shit. I've went through a lot of that kind, but I've never, ever had anybody threaten me. And I made it. I said, because I wanted to be perfectly clear and positive. I said, are you threatening me? He said, all I'm saying is, you, Gina, you better have my heat on. I know that. My heat better be on. I know that, or something gonna happen. And I was like, he said, because my kids, I said, sir, I understand. I'm a mom too. I said, I'm on your side. That's just how I was talking to him. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't change my tone. I said, sir, I'm on your side, sir. I said, this is what I'm trying to do. Well, no, what is you gonna do now? That's what he said. What are you gonna do now? I need to know what you gonna do right now. I need my heat on now. I pay my rent. Y'all, you get my rent. Don't they pay you? Don't you get? I said, I don't get paid from them. I said, I don't get. He said, well, you here. What are you here for? What are you here? You need to meet them at their level. Sephora, I ain't tick, tick, boom crazy. And I need to go home to my kid. You can't talk to crazy. Ain't no talking to crazy. And when you start to try to get even more crazier than they are, you don't know what level of craziness, you don't know what level of craziness they got. Because like they say, mental illness is a motherfucker. So you don't, this motherfucker got tattoos. You hear me? He got all kind of tattoos all on his neck and all kind of weird shit going on. Now, I'm not saying tattoos. Just because you got a lot of tattoos, that make you crazy. Because my son got tattoos and shit all over him. But I pay attention to what kind of tattoos and shit you got. I don't know what level of crazy that he at. I ain't never gonna meet him at his level. I'm gonna be calm and cool because you know why? I want to go home to my children. I don't want to leave. Thank you, Tanya. I don't want to leave from that motherfucking office and somebody taking me in an ambulance or I'm getting toe tagged because a crazy motherfucker then jumped at me or douche because I'm a woman. He a motherfucking man. Ain't no competition. I ain't never meeting him. I think y'all think I be playing. Remember I said this over and over again before. I said when these leasing agents be arguing with these people, what did I say? I said Gina gonna be under a desk. I said Gina gonna be under a desk or in a motherfucking file cabinet. Cause I'm not getting shot up for nobody. I'm not getting that. And they laugh at me every single time. No. All I think about is how I want to get home to my children. That's all I think about. That's exactly. You have to think before you react. And Belle mama was thinking like a motherfucker. All I was thinking about is this motherfucker was already pissed off from the phone conversation we had. Y'all remember at lunchtime? He was already ticked off from that phone conversation. So I wasn't finna do or say shit that was gonna tick him off even more. I remained calm and I said to him, sir, I said, sir, I said, sir, I'm on your side. I said, I'm trying to help you. Well, what did you do? What did you? Because I don't see shit that you did. That's what he said to me. I said, sir, when you gave me the information, I put in the work order. I called maintenance immediately and I made them aware of what's going on. And they said that they were taking care of it. And he said, well, they ain't take care of shit. We still ain't got no, when I tell you my tone did not change. And when I got up, I said, sir, I said, I'm not going to argue with you. I said, I did my job. I did what it was I supposed to do. I said, I don't fix heaters. That's what I said. I don't know what you want. What else you want from me? He said, I want you to turn my heat on, Gina. Gina, I want you to turn. That's how he was doing. I want you to turn my heat on. I said, sir, I can't turn your heat on. That's for maintenance. That's for maintenance. But I'm going to try to do for you what I can do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just telling you, when y'all get some crazy people that come up in your job and everything, that's the reason why I'm sharing this. Don't fucking try to talk to them and deal on their, you can't talk to crazy. Have y'all not learned that off of YouTube? All this crazy shit, these folks be on here doxing people. These folks be on here driving. They drove to Spillet Boy's house and watched from across the street. You cannot talk to crazy. You can't compromise with crazy. The only thing you can do is to try to keep from agitating them more. Even though he didn't like what I was saying, what you think he gonna like a hell of a lot less than if I started fussing and cussing his ass out like he was doing me. That ain't gonna do nothing but bring the level up 100 times more, because now he's gonna be even more pissed off, and then it is a good chance. That that motherfucker might be waiting for me after work. I can't take that chance. I need to go home. I need to go home safely. You gotta start thinking. I'm thinking first. I'm thinking. They'll say, no, you can't always level with people because you don't know what will happen to you. Don't. Tanya say, girl, protect yourself. Exactly. Tanya say, right. Sephora say, true. You have to think before you react, Belle said. Spook said, yeah. Right, especially about something you have no control over. That part, Tanya. Sephora said, call human resources and ask to work from work due to this incident. I did. I spoke to them tonight. I spoke to her tonight. You have to play it safe and smart, not reckless. Yep. Worse, he could follow you home. That part. And I was looking. I was looking. If you see, where am I at? I'm at the fucking gas station. All lit up. I came right here first because I got to put some gas in my car and I got to get my ice. I was not going straight home. I was not going. You don't know. You can't talk. You can't talk or compromise with crazy. You can't. You said all kind of shit. What do these people on YouTube do? They do the same fuck shit over and over again. They go and try to find out where you live. They want to dig skeletons up out your closet. They want to do all kind of fuck shit because they ain't right up here. And people want you when they're hurting. When they are hurting, they want you to hurt. They want somebody else to hurt. That's why they do the shit that they do. That man was pissed the fuck off. Honey, he bring me across the type that beat his wife. Okay, that type of dude. That's the type of dude, the vibes that I got from him. He was one of that didn't give two fucks about anything. And for the manager to tell me that she had to call the police on him a number of times. That's what she said. She didn't say a couple. She didn't say once. She said, I had to call the police on him quite a few times, a number of times. That's what she said. I'm saying to myself, what? And y'all still let this motherfucker in? Because I've worked, places where if we dealt with a disgruntled resident, we didn't allow them back into the office. If that resident came in making threats, if that resident came in looking like they wanted to attack somebody we did not allow them back into the office. Y'all called the police on this motherfucker a few times and he's still allowed to come back in the office. I don't get that. And when that motherfucker, I got up, I pushed away from my desk because I had to step back because he was leaning over my desk because he was mad. And we have those plastic protector screens, so nobody can spit on you and do all that kind of stuff. We had that between us, but that motherfucker went around. Okay, he was over my desk. I didn't know what he was gonna do, so I had to get the fuck up. So I got up and started walking back, and I said, sir, I've done my job. I'm doing what I can do. I said, it's nothing more that I can do. I said, I'm not going to argue with you. So he looked back because he heard her come out the office. He looked back and he saw her come out the office and go around the corner. Because in the back of the office is where they keep the keys. She goes in, the door locks behind her. All that motherfucker was boom, 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 boom. This is all glass door. It ain't bulletproof. It ain't knocked. If he had knocked any harder, he probably would have shattered. Boom, 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 boom. You hear him knocking on the door. Boom, 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 boom. I need your help. I need you. Spook the shit out of her. Would you hear me? It scared her so fucking bad. She says, Gina, I'm ready to go. She was shaking like this. I held mine. She was shaking like this. She said to him, Sir, I'll take care of you when I get through with my other client. After that, he was so mad, he stormed out of the building. When he stormed out the building, who the fuck do he see? The manager in the maintenance supervisor. The manager says to me, she says, who told him I was outside? I said, shit, I don't know. I said, I didn't know you was outside. She said, well, how did you know such a... I said, because I called Keisha to tell Keisha that that motherfucker just left out threatening me and cursing me out. And Keisha said, I know he's cursing us out right now. And that's how I knew he had found you. And she was like, oh, okay. Bitch, you worried about who told him where you was and this and that, but I just told you that motherfucker threatened me, and then you just said you had to call the police on his ass a few other times. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Okay? I need, like I said, I need to get home to my children. And this is the reason why right now I said I got to be self-sufficient, and I have to get my business popping like yesterday, because I'm not going to be doing this shit. I'm not going to be going in here and it's going to get worse, because if they already having heating problems and shit like that now, it's going to get a lot worse. People are being evicted now. She's sending folks to eviction left to right. Them folks coming up in there. I told y'all about the other woman that came in this morning because they went and told Ida a whole bunch of fuck shit, and she got pissed off, and they messed up the wrong amount, so she came up there cursing them out. I'm not dealing with that shit every day. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going there. But I know this. I know to remain calm, cool, and collective. That I know. And as long as you remain calm, cool, and collected, and you make them think that even though they cussing you out, and you make them think that you're still trying to help them, you just may leave with your life to go home. Because these motherfuckers don't care. Remember that grocery store where they still ain't found them killers? Where they killed everybody in it, so they put them all in the back room. I give you another one. Remember the Popeyes murderer? Remember the Popeyes murder? They killed, how many was it of them? 8? It was 8. Them employees young. They were young. They put them in the back room and shot them all execution style. Every single one of them. Don't tell me about no tick tick boom ass people. Don't tell me that they just fucking all talk. You all talk. When she told me that shit, I said, you out your fucking mind. That's just what I said to her. You out of your fucking mind. That motherfucker is more than just all talk, okay? Ain't no motherfucker gonna threaten you on the open line, okay? Gonna threaten you on the open line, on a recorded line, and then come up there in front of everybody where there's cameras and all kind of shit and make another threat. And please, man, look, I ain't got time for these folks. And I told her, I said, and I told them, when I called my company, the company that signs my check, because that community, that building, that property that y'all see me drive through every day, I don't work for them. I don't work for them. So I need, for the people that I work for, I need for y'all to know what the fuck is going on. But I made sure I called family first. I made sure I called family first. My kid's godmother said, we'll have that whole motherfucking building surrounded. She said, let something happen to you. She said, we coming up there and we gonna tear that whole motherfucking building down if you ain't home. That's exactly what I said. I said, sis, I was typing so fast. I said, sis, I said, this guy came into the office. I said, he threatened me. I started describing him. Do y'all hear me? I even put in the text messages everything, how he looked, what he had on, his tattoos. I was describing, because if something fucking happened to me, I need people to know. And after I text her, I text the on call line. I told them, and then I text corporate district. I'm sorry. I text the district manager because I got her personal number. She was the one that called me. She didn't text me back. She called me. And I got much respect for her that she did that, because from the office, they just text me back. But she called me. And I'm not, she said, Gina, I'm sorry that this happened to you. She said that was uncalled for. And then she was like, I said, y'all know I work hard. I said, you all know I go above and beyond. She said, we do. She said, man, she said, you have been nothing but an asset to our company. She said, you didn't deserve this. She says, you personally call me. She said, whatever it is that you need to do. She said, next time, she said, call. She actually said, why didn't you call the police? She said, you should have, the second he threatened you, she said, you should have called the police. The other person said, well, if you feel threatened, bitch, what do you mean if I feel threatened? I was threatened. Ain't no feel threatened about it. I was threatened. Twice. Not once, twice. I'm not dealing with it. Y'all can keep saying if you got these many episodes of a resident that's been coming up to this office with some craziness, do you not think it only take one time for him to explode? Do you not think that at some point he's gonna explode and it's gonna go all over somebody in this office? No, it won't be me. I said, look, I told you my goal is to get home to my children. Every place that I work at, every job that I take, my goal is to always, at the end of the day, when it's time to clock out at 6 o'clock, that I make it back home safely. And I pray, because it could be some crazy motherfucker. Somebody almost ran into me yesterday. Okay? I don't play with life. I don't play with life. I see how quick you can lose it. I see how quick it can go. I see how you speak to one person and you see one person today, and then tomorrow they gone and you be like, what the fuck? Because you don't even realize that shit has happened to me too many times. My babies, they expect me home. They expect me home every day after work. They expect me home. And they start, just like I call looking for them, they start calling looking for me. I'm not playing with that. Stop thinking that you can stand up to everybody. My grandmother used to always say, it's always somebody, baby, bigger and badder than you. It's always somebody that's crazier than you. See, the problem with our people now is sometimes we don't know when to shut the fuck up. Sometimes you got to know when to shut the fuck up. See, everybody that died or something has happened to might have survived if they would have just shut the fuck up. Because you got some that just keep on talking and keep on running their mouth, or keep on, and you think that you big and bad almighty, and then you forget that you dealing with a psycho that don't give two flying fucks about anything. Okay? My sister, God rest her soul, lived a rough life for a female. She never cared about going to jail. Going to jail wasn't shit to her. Somebody say something to her, she was beating a bitch down. Somebody do something to her, she was fucking motherfuckers up. She was jumping on cops. Do you hear me? She would fight cops. She's known all over Atlanta. She would fight cops. She was in the guards. The guards they went to court on her behalf to ask the judge to let her out early because they couldn't deal with her shit no more. You tell me where you know where guards go to court on your behalf to tell them, let this bitch out early because we tired of dealing with her. And they let her go. And they let her go because they knew she was mental. She did so much drugs. She had been doing drugs since she was like, what, maybe like 11, 12 years old, all her life. And she didn't give no fuck. She didn't care. You say something wrong to her, she'll fight you. You call the police, okay, she'll go to jail. She'll fight the fucking police. They knew her. She fought them all the time. They didn't give a fuck. She was in and out of jail all her life. So you got people that are like that. You can say, I'm going to call the police. Them motherfuckers will sit down and say, call the motherfucking police. And then the police come. They know them by name. Like she knew the police officers by their first name. Yeah, what's up, Joe? Just like that. And they be like, yeah, hey, Dee Dee, what you do now? What you do now? There's a lot of tick, tick, boom people that's like that. And our armed force and police, officers and stuff, doctors and stuff, they learn to deal with they crazy. But somebody like me and you, we can't deal with they crazy. We ain't trained for that. We ain't trained for that. I'm not going to deal with that. Let me go the fuck home. And like you said, for worse, he could have followed me. Yep. You said work from home. My bad. Yep. Tanya said, I would tell that company, look, if no one else is coming in, tell them I refuse to work by myself under these conditions. That part, Tanya, I'm not doing that no more. Nope. I'm here listening, Queen, in the chat. Thank you, Yvette. Yes, Gina, hurt people. Yep. Bell said people lose their lives each and every day. Motherfuckers think they can handle some when they snapping. Nope, no you can't, because you may not make it to see another day. That part. Yep. Wait, what was she blaming you? I don't think that she was blaming me. I don't think that she was, because it wasn't nothing to blame me. I didn't do shit. I think that you might be right. I don't know if she would call herself trying to blame me or Melissa, or if she thought one of us had told that he was out. Because she was like, how did he know I was outside? I said, shit, I don't know. I didn't know you was outside. She said, well, how did you? I said, I called Keisha. When I called Keisha, she said that, he right here cursing us out. And she was like, oh. So I guess she was just trying to, and then she said, because he ran up at her. I don't know if she was blaming me. I don't know if I didn't give a fuck at that point. At that point, I didn't care. I told her I wanted to know where you was. I wanted to know where the hell you were. Because she wasn't in the building. That's crazy. Hello, God, sorry to hear what you just went through. Tomorrow, stay home and get yourself together. Is there a security guard at your office? Nope. Describe him here. So, it's on video. So you're right, Sephora. So he is either Mexican or Hispanic. One of those. He could be Mexican, Hispanic, or Puerto Rican. I don't know, but he's on that line. He's either Hispanic or Latino. So he's one of them. He's short. I would say I'm 5'7". He has to be about 5'8" or 5'9". Slim, about the same complexion as me. He's about my complexion, light skin. He has tattoos all on his neck. I don't know, wording. He got symbols and stuff. I know one of them is of some red lips that's on one side of his neck. And he had a regular baseball cap on, jeans, a regular jacket that he had on. Short for a guy. Because like I said, he was like a little bit taller than me. I'm 5'7". He had to be like 5'8" or 5'9". And he was my complexion. He was about as light as I am. And let's see, no mustache. He had no facial hair. He didn't have any facial hair. But yeah, crazy, just crazy, like firecracker crazy. I'm just like, this is, it didn't make no sense to me. It made no sense. But what I did, Sephora, I was smart. What I did was immediately, the first person that I knew, because y'all know I keep two phones on me all the time, and the first person that I knew to text was the kid's godmother. And that's what I did. I text her immediately, and I just start telling her how he looked. I start telling her what happened, and woo woo woo. And she starts saying, that motherfucker, she was like, he don't want us coming. She was like, is you okay? Is you good? I was like, yeah, but I need to let somebody know in case something happened to me, because he was so angry, you guys. He was, did y'all just hear about, I just saw today, I was looking online about the guy who he killed his whole family. He killed his girlfriend, her kids, and then killed himself. And her family said, we had been seeing the signs, and they never did anything about it. They never spoke up or nothing. And they and what stood out, the guy, I don't know if it was an uncle or a father or what, but he said he was so angry. And that was how this guy was. He was like filled with anger. And this is why I tell y'all, I don't like watching that mess every day. I don't see how they be on here every fucking single day and listen to people just go in and want to fight and argue every fucking single day. I can't do that. I can't do that. Mess with my mental. That mess with my spirit. That mess with my soul. I don't understand how people could just be angry and mean every fucking day. I can't do it. And that's how he was filled with so much anger. And all he kept saying, Gina, you better have my heat back on, Gina, or else. And I'm like, are you threatening me? All I'm saying, let my heat don't be back on. I'm like, this motherfucker is straight psychotic. Like, and then when you got somebody that's filled with anger because you don't know what he's angry about, like these people all over YouTube that do the fuck shit that they do, you really don't know what they angry, because they really not angry at the person that they're into it with, or that they're angry at the shit that's been going on in their life, in their personal, in their everyday life. That's what they angry about. That's why they get so mad at me. I don't have that anger up in me. I got love. I got support. I care for people. My children loves me. I love them. I look out for people. I'm not filled with anger. I'm filled with love. And I can't do this shit all the time, every day. I see where leasing agents and stuff and managers, at the drop of a hat, they be ready to go the fuck off on somebody, and I be like, okay, the motherfuckers gonna come back and they gonna hand you some. They gonna hand you some. And I said, I'ma be in a cabinet or under a desk. They be laughing at me. They like, Gina, you crazy. No, Gina's telling the truth. I said, you just can't be doing this every day. How y'all do that every day? How you get up on this motherfucker and watch the same motherfuckers go get into it and curse everybody out every fucking single day? I don't understand it. I can't do it. I can't do it. So, y'all, man, just be level-headed, especially with your jobs and everything. I told y'all, when I share my story, when I share what I went through, I share it because I want it to be a learning experience for somebody else. Because somebody else might be going through the same shit or some similar shit at their job, where it's drama and it's craziness. And we all have said, yeah, shoot, I want to curse that motherfucker out. Yeah, just wait and watch what happens. But you can't always do that, because sometimes you curse a motherfucker out, that motherfucker go to their car and be ready to shoot up the whole spot. So you just have to always think at the end of the day, do you want to go home? Do you want to go home? Or do you want to go to the morgue? Do you want to go someplace else? I know I want to go home. That's all I'm thinking about. I just want to go home. That other shit, later for it. Later for it. I just want to go home. I can't do that. Who knows what he is doing to his kids? That part, I swear I was thinking that. Lord knows what would have happened next. Yep, Bill. That's why I remained so calm. Hey, Lola. I wouldn't go back to that office for a few days. She said to me, she said, if I didn't feel like, going back, if I didn't want to go back, she said I didn't have to. She said, if I did go back tomorrow, if I felt, any kind of way, to call her immediately. She said, don't even call the office. She said, Gina, you call me. You call, and this is the district manager of the company that I work for. She said, you call me. Don't call none of them. And when I tell you, when my name come up in the system on a computer and everything, I'm highlighted. I'm highlighted because I'm one of the best in the company. Okay, I'm one of the best in the area. I told you guys, I work hard. I work hard for what I do, and I still was professional throughout all of it. I still was professional, and the reason that I was that way was not because I'm professional and I'm worried about this fucking job and shit. No, I was that way because all I could think about is, damn, if he do something to me, ain't nobody in that office but me and old girl. And the tour that she had, which was a guy, and who's to say that guy wasn't gonna leave or go do something? People don't get involved in people's shit. That folks don't get involved in folks' shit no more. So I just knew Gina has to protect Gina. Cause ain't nobody else gonna protect me. I told you she didn't come out that office when that man was arguing at me, when he was reaching over his desk and stuff. She looked. She saw. She was trying to pay attention and do this and that, but she didn't come see if I was okay. And when that motherfucker followed her and came around, I didn't go and I didn't follow her either. I didn't do it either. I hear you, Lola. I didn't either. So, what the fuck is that? It must be their car, a trigger. Yeah, it sound like shots or something. But anyway, yeah, this was crazy. It was crazy. I had to come back and share. We are in crazy times. People don't care. Take off tomorrow and reflect. I would. Thank you, Lola. Yeah, thank you. I just may do that because I need to woo. I need to woo side out because that kind of I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. That shook me up a little bit. I'm just grateful that you are safe. Thank you. All I was thinking about, I told you, everything that I do with my kids in mind because that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm all they got. And so I just knew I had to be calm. I had to be cool because I don't know. Who does to know? I don't know if that man came up there with a gun, a knife, or anything in his pocket. I just know he came up there with an attitude. He came up there because he was pissed. And understandable if you haven't had heat since Saturday, because I know I'll be fucking steamed because y'all know how I love heat. I be sitting in the room and my room be 90 degrees and the kids had the heat on 70 or 80 and I still had a heater on in my room because I fucking don't like to be cold. So I get that. But what he wasn't getting is I have no control over that. I have no control over that. That comes from somebody else takes care of that. And the only person that you can say that could do that now, spider crawling down my window, is the manager. She's the one that could call him and say, no, stop what you're doing and go over there and fix his heat right now. I can't say that. When I call them and they say, okay, we working on it, I have to tell them, they say they're working on it. If they come and they say, Gina, tell them, we on our way. We'll be there. All I could say is, we on our way. We'll be, I can't make them. I can't make them do their job. Keep it cute. I'm late. What happened? Oh, this is the man that called about the heat. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm just tuning in. It's okay. Keep it cute. Watch from the beginning. I told the whole story and the whole part, everything. It got crazy. It got really crazy. But anyway, you guys, My kids looking for me. They texting me. I got to text them back and let them know that I'm good. I'm about to put some gas in my car and go get my ice and stuff. Go home and have me a glass of wine and relax. And I don't know if I feel up to it. I'll go live later on tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. I love you guys. Mwah. Peace. God bless. Ta for now. I love you too, Belle. You my baby. You my baby. Hey, Coco. Yep. Those of you that didn't see this video, check it out and share it. And share it. Just be safe, whoever you come amongst. Whether you at work, at a store, at the movies, wherever. Just think. We can't always react to people because you don't know what level of crazy they own. Okay? So with that being said, y'all be safe. I love you guys. I love all of you. Thank you, Terry. Love you too, babe.